Sea of Thieves, I played it for 2 weeks, and I got everything that game had to offer.
A lifetime's worth of Sea of Thieves fun.
Yeah, out of 2 weeks. It reminds me of people who love this game at my work hate it when I
when you say
I say this, but it reminds me exactly of No Man's Sky on launch. Like, so No Man's Sky, they've added a lot of updates to make the game, more playable or better, or whatever. But at the beginning, it was very bland. It was like you're grinding just to grind, you're looting just to loot.
Right.
And Sea of Thieves, it's like that a lot because, and for those of you who aren't familiar with the game, you're basically a pirate. You play with other pirates, interact with other pirates.
Then you loot.
Yeah, and you loot stuff, but the purpose for looting that stuff is to make your pirate look cooler and make your ship look cooler. And there's no other thing. It's not like this sword does more damage or this... You unlocked a new gun.
There's no progression.
Or you can put a second cannon on your ship. Shit like that. It's literally like 13,000 coin. You can buy a hat.
So
I peaked at buying a hat.
I wonder... Cosmetic only progression. Overwatch has it.
That's not... But
Overwatch has a lot of elements. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot to see and a lot to do. There's a ton of game modes.
Yeah, there's a ton of characters. Like, you can play as different characters.
There's a whole outside story. You can. I mean, I care more about the outside shit of Overwatch than playing Overwatch these days.
Yeah, but
Sea of Thieves, my worry has been since they announced it. Why am I doing any of this? Why play it?
That's why it's like with No Man's Sky, because No Man's Sky is a ton of fun. You're landing on all these planets,
and like 45 minutes go by.
The honeymoon phase of that game is great because you're like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Then you realize
this is cool.
There's no purpose of me playing this. There's no story. It's like I'm literally just grinding to grind. That's what Sea of Thieves is. The only difference between Sea of Thieves and No Man's Sky, besides obviously space and pirates, the concept of it. First of all, the developers were openly honest. They're like, hey, here's our $60 game. This is exactly what you get. And people were like, okay, sure, I'll be a pirate.
People are like, yeah, I remember Rare used to make awesome games.
Yeah.
This seems fun.
And then No Man's Sky was like, here's our $60 game, and here's all the things you can definitely do in it. Wink. And then you can't do it. Like, there's no multiplayer. They straight up lied, which is why that game got a lot of bad credit off the bat. But the good thing about Sea of Thieves is it looks like they're actively like working towards free updates and stuff.
They're working towards making it a game.
I think instead
of a tech demo almost.
Yeah, I think the next big update, which is going to be free, is going to be within 4 months, I think. And I think they're also adding smaller updates, like they're adding cool shit like pets to the game and stuff. But it's not enough to keep me around.
It's not enough for you to buy the game.
Right. If you give me more reason to play it, or just like more variation to the shit I'm like dealing with,
and we were talking about this earlier, but even GTA Online. Without the progression, the stuff that it lets you work towards
a tank
or buy a shark card for, although I think that's a stupid thing that people cry about all the time. Without that stuff, pretending that just playing online wasn't compelling, because it really is. GTA 4, there's no progression, and I played online on that for like a fucking 110 hours.
Yeah, but there's so many things you can do. You can jump out of a helicopter.
There's so much shit to do. You can hang out with friends, do a ton of shit.
With Sea of Thieves,
you can be in a boat, or you can be on an island to get things to put on your boat.
Yeah, or jump on somebody else's boat, sink that boat, take their stuff.
The problem is there have been... Assassin's Creed 4 was so great.
Yeah.
If they had made something like the ocean part of that, the ship combat and that, you could have something really, really special. But instead, it's kind of a really safe, childlike game, which is not necessarily bad.
It's fun. I will say this. The 2 weeks I spent playing that game, what keeps that game afloat is the multiplayer. If that game didn't have multiplayer, there's no way it would survive, even if the other pirates were AI.